Andersen.
Ready? What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Andersen. I'm here with my boss. It's my son Maze. We are gonna do some work on the C55 right now. You guys, yeah, we're gonna take those off. We gotta get these wheels off. I have been on a wild goose chase this morning because this car happens to have these weird 10 spline lug bolts that I'll show you guys once I get them out. Luckily, I was able to find a kit at AutoZone after searching all over the place for the correct spline. So I think I got the right one. We're gonna zip these off so I can bring them over to Eastside Auto and get a set of tires put on the rear. The fronts are still pretty good, so I'm gonna leave those alone. But once we pull them off, I'm also gonna do lug stud kit while the wheels are off, and I'll do the same on the fronts later on too. So what you think? Let's get these bad boys off.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Let's just get to work.
Let's just get to work, baby. Let's see if one of these are right. And then you can see that red right there. That means it's recording.
This one stuff is just the paint.
Yep, it's got red paint. All right, guys, we found the right one. It was a 10 spline. It's like 17 millimeters. So here, can you show them this? So right there,
So,
fits. Finally got a good fit.
That fit.
So we're gonna loosen all these up and then get it jacked up. All right, I'm gonna record. Go for it. Guys, here, keep it there for a second. Turn this off. You guys can hear us. Okay, well, you can see how done for our tires are. You see how worn the tires are?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got no tread left on them. So
Yeah.
also, I'm curious. I can see it's got a hub ring. So that's one scenario right there.
Yeah.
But what are the specs on these wheels? Let's see. Did the wind close the door? Bless you. All right, so specs on these things.
Yeah.
Looks like 18 by 8. Where's the ET on them?
The tires are black.
Yeah, tires are pretty black.
Yeah. All of it is black, but in the
Made in
inside it's
Valencia.
black. And the inside is black, and around is black too.
Yeah. I don't know where the
Even this
offset is.
Round and round is black.
Yeah. All right. Well. All right. Well, I don't know what the offset is on these, but we're gonna get the other side off.
My muscles.
Woo!
They said selling this.
Yeah.
Came by myself.
That means you're pretty strong.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the other side.
Yeah. What makes it?
It doesn't really stay, and you just have to kind of hold it up.
Oh, let me just do it by myself.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. Got one. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I'll put that on there. You gotta line it up. There you go. Yeah, take that off. Oh, didn't get it.
Yeah, we didn't do it.
Go.
Yeah.
Keep going. There you go.
Got it. Now 2 more to go. 2 more to go. 2 more. Want me to check on the inside of the front wheels? Okay.
Yeah.
Front tires off.
Yup. Later, because we got to do the lug stud kit. Yeah. So, all right, guys. So these definitely have a hub-centric spacer. I'm guessing probably from like 70 millimeter down to 66. These are plastic ones. So I prefer the metal ones just with anti-seize, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to be doing the lug stud kit, like I said. And this car desperately needs brakes, but I mean, they're usable for now. The brake pads are okay, but rotors are definitely worn, and the fronts are even worse than this. So anyways, we're gonna go drop these off to Eastside Automotive. KJ hooked it up, and we're just doing it like a cheap set of Iron Man, Gen 2, Move, whatever they are, all seasons. But he hooked it up with a great price. So, all right, should we go drop them off?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. All right, let's take this thing out there.
Yeah, we'll take this thing out there. I can do this by myself.
You can?
Yeah.
Well, it might fall, so I'm gonna help you just in case, okay? Whoa, it fell!
Yeah.
I see, that's why we gotta be careful.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Echo.
Yeah.
We hit Emma's car.
Yeah.
It likes to, so they want to fall to this side. That's how wheels always work.
Yeah.
That's a heavy side, so you gotta. All right. Loading it up in the good old family rig.
Yeah.
You like this truck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really so.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, there's one.
Yeah.
Get this situated.
What?
Thank you. You gotta point it a little back so you can see your hands. There you go. Like hold it up. There you go. Alright. Thanks for helping me, dude.
Yeah, come.
Alright, pick this one up.
Yeah. See that we got this last tire and 2 tires in there. What's this? Send this to there.
Alright guys, load it up. Let's go get these Eastside Auto. Alright guys, just dropped off our wheels. Big shout out Eastside Automotive. KJ, been an awesome dude to connect with and been super helpful for me, so really appreciate it. So you guys, if you're in the area, definitely worthwhile. Even if you're not in the area, need to make a drive, reliable shop to use. So wouldn't hesitate to recommend them, that's for sure. See you guys at home. All right guys, what's going on? We are back here with the car. Tires are not back yet, but I got a few things to finish up before we get those. License plate needs to go on. Finally got the car registered the other day, so that is good. And I finally get a chance to use this cool little carbon license plate frame that I've had sitting on the parts wall over there. Found this at the junkyard off of C32, I believe. It's kind of cool. It's a little beat up, but you know, it'll fit. So we're gonna use that, and then right now I'm gonna throw on our Motorsport Hardware lug stud kit, and I think I'm gonna upload the newest tune that I have from Josh. The battery's been on the charger pretty much since last night, so we're good to go there. What else do I need to do? I tried a few more things with the command unit. I'm getting like crackling sounds out of the speakers, like very faint, not quite like volume though at all. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I've replaced all the fuses, tried to, you know, fuse pull trick that used to work on my other one, done the amp, so not really sure what else it would be right now besides the command unit itself or wiring somewhere else, but that's probably for another video. So anyways, I'm gonna throw the lug stud kit on. For those that don't know, that's all I run on all the cars, Motorsport Hardware lug stud kits. I just get 90 millimeters because it gives you the most flexibility with spacers and wheel setups, and you know, pretty much get yourself a couple different sets of lug nuts and you can run almost any wheel with whatever spacer combination you want. You never have to worry about trying to figure out bolts or anything like that, because every time you switch up wheels, you're gonna have to switch up bolts unless you get the exact same offset for whatever wheel. So for me, it works out way better, lug studs on all the cars that way. Yeah, interchangeability. So throw those on and we'll keep going. All right, license plate is on, and KJ just called me. Tires are done, so I'm gonna go grab those before I throw these on. All right, you guys, we are back. Got our Ironman iMove Gen 3 all seasons on here. They're 235, 40, 18. These wheels are 18 by 8. I thought they were 8.5 actually, so I'm glad I went with the 235 because I almost did a 245. But here's our lug set kit, Motorsport Hardware. Thank you as always for supporting the channel. And like I said, guys, I have these on every single car I have here. So these are going on no different. A little bit of blue Loctite, and then just cinch them down with a 5mm Allen key and set them to 25 foot-pounds. Alright guys, there we are. I'm not going to run any spacers right now. I have them, but just with the hub rings and stuff, I don't feel like messing around with it. So leave these as is for now. And here's our 90mm studs on these wheels. I don't mind poking them out. Some people don't like that look, but I think it looks cool. And it blends in with the black wheel anyway. So I'm going to throw on lug nuts that I have laying around. These are a conical type seat, so I have a bunch of different types of lug nuts that I keep for different wheels. Like I said, makes it easy to run pretty much anything. So let me get these zipped on. All right, you guys, those are on. A couple last things to do. I got to torque those down so don't let me forget, but need to throw our bulbs on. Before I do that though, I'm going to lower this down and torque those so I don't forget. But 2825s is what I'm going to use for the side markers. The right one was out, so the last remaining bulb is the front left turn signal we need to figure out. All right guys, out of the garage. We're actually taking it out today with the fam to go see some buddies, so check back with you guys in a bit. Guys, we are heading out shortly, just waiting for my wife. Check engine light is still on. I'm guessing that's for the EGR on the new tune that Josh sent over. That should be coded out. I can go into Stardust and code it out myself, but yeah, taking it out for an actual family cruise. Should be fun. All right guys, and since we're sitting in the interior waiting around, I figured a few more flaws to point out. These, I had to redo these on the silver car, so I'll have to do the same thing on this. And then our headliner is also sagging in the back right corner, so I'll need to take care of that, but those are very, very cosmetic things that can wait. So. Alright guys, we are back. It is the next morning. Yeah. We got home okay, but it was a bit of a close call. The clutch actually lost its bleed or something. I don't know. There's air in the system, obviously, because I lost about half the pedal, it became dead, and barely had enough to get it into gear. This guy was asleep leaving our buddy's house. Oh, you want to come up here?
Yes, bats. We're changing the tires, and what tires we are doing tires.
Yeah.
On these ones.
So we got those tires are okay. We got some Continentals on there, but we're gonna throw on the lug set kit since we're gonna be lifting the front up anyways. And then I'm also gonna do a bolt check on the bottom side, engine mounts and all that stuff. So we're gonna do it.
This one?
Yeah.
And those?
Those ones are the new ones, yeah. So we're not changing the tires on this one. We just gotta take the wheels off and put them back on. All right. But anyways, shout out to my brother Vasil and sister Alexis. Good to see you guys. It was awesome. Got to meet the baby. So much love to our friends. Awesome getting together. But we're gonna keep jamming on this thing. You know, it's just how it goes. It's a trial and error process, like we ended the Manual Swap Part 3 video saying. So also, I'm gonna check. You guys saw in the Electric Gremlins video, this turn signal is still not working. The last thing I'm really kind of concerned about it being, or possibility of being, is the housing is maybe not making contact with that little plug. So I know there was like an update on some of these where they changed that style turn signal plug. So I'm just going to double check it and then, yeah, just give the car kind of once over underneath and everything. So let's get into it. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Here's the keys for this. Let me see if it's on. Okay, go ahead.
I want to do this by myself.
Hold on. You gotta feel it, stick onto them. Now you can do it. Do it, keep going. There you go.
Got it.
There's one.
We got it. Here. Now the other.
There you go. You can do it fast. Oh,
Whoa! It says.
do it again.
One more. No! We got it.
Alright, watch out.
Start. Pull out together.
There we go.
There we go. Needed some help.
Okay, and then one thing you can do to be
Needed
extra
some
safe,
help.
you put this under the car while you're working. That way, if the car ever fell off with the jack stands, it'll fall on the wheel and you'll still be safe. This is better to lose a wheel than to lose something on you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But there's until I stand on it.
Yeah, you can stand on the wheel if you need to get to the roof or something.
Yeah.
So, it's just another safety option.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, next we gotta put these studs in. So,
We got to do the other one off now.
well, hold on, with these,
Yeah.
let's do this first before we do the other thing. So these, put a little bit of glue on there, and then you're gonna thread them in. Okay?
I can do that. Okay.
Alright, here I'll put a little bit of blue.
I can do that.
Okay, not too much, a tiny bit on this part. Here, let me show you. You gotta squeeze this. Oh, squeeze it a little bit. There you go. Now put this down.
Little bit
Now
of.
thread it into there.
That is a little bit of.
Other way.
Blue
Yeah, twist it
paint.
right, righty tighty.
That's a little bit of blue paint.
Yep. Alright, you guys are putting the lug studs on. Maze is twisting them in. And then I'll tighten them up 25 foot-pounds. I think I already said that to you guys. You've seen one of my 1,000 videos on these things, but yeah, we'll get those all situated in. Other side, other side, other side. Hold it like this, hold it flat, and then squeeze it onto there. You gotta squeeze the tube. You gotta squeeze it. Use your fingers to squeeze it. Almost. Almost. A little more.
3 more to go.
Yep. Righty
Let me
tighty.
do the 2 more.
Yep. Is that one going in okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you guys want to see my proof of thousands of Motorsport Hardware lug stud kits, bag full of lug bolts, and that's not even all the ones I have. There's like probably 30 more that I have somewhere around the garage. I know there's some on this rolly cart. There's some in a box over there. So many of kits. Other side. Oh boy. All right, hold on, hold on. Just dip it in the ground on that thing here.
Okay.
Here, let me see. Roll it around in there. There you go. Okay, now put it.
Hold on.
Okay. All right,
That was
we'll be
mess.
using that pile right there. Alright guys, and the life hack for the front brakes, put a screwdriver in so it holds it tight while you're torquing them down. 25 foot-pounds. Alright guys, my partner went back inside. Don't want to overexert him. It's only 4 after all. We put both lug stud kits on. So those are good. Just got to torque them down once we put the car back on the ground, but we're going to bleed the clutch right now. Quick notes on these wheels, they're actually a square setup, which is kind of cool. They're 18 by 8s in the front as well, and I read the ET on these ones, so it's 32. So it's most likely 32 on all 4 corners. So I'm definitely going to do the tires on these ones because they didn't look that bad first look, but now looking closer, I can start to see some cracking. So they still feel okay, like it's not like immediate danger, but I don't want to keep them on there. That's one thing I don't really play around with, and these are from 2018, so a good 6 years old. I usually replace my tires no longer than like every 3 years. So yeah, I'll look out for a set of these. They can be 225s, 235s, whatever. So I'll see what I can do. maybe I'll just get the same exact set so we got a matching set, because these ones are pretty decent and KJ hooked it up with a fantastic price on them. So I'll do that for sure in the future, but right now let's go ahead and try to do our new clutch bead method. I was looking online yesterday and found a good method actually, and there was somebody that used it actually on a manual C300. So I will show you guys what that looks like here in a second. Alright guys, just try to get the turn signal to work, but check the ground, or I mean the contacts on it, they were all good. Spread them out a little bit so they're making sure they're making good contact, but it's still nothing. So I do not know what's going on with that turn signal unless it's the actual like headlight assembly or ballast itself. Alright you guys, moving on. I am trying a new bleed method here. So I do love pickles, but that's not what we're doing here with this pickle jar here. I got it filled with brake fluid. Basically you drill a hole through the top for the hose to go in, a little breather hole as well, and then you just want to make sure this line stays submerged in the fluid. Make sure your reservoir is full, and then what I'm going to do is crack the bleeder, have this attached to the bleeder nipple, and then pump the pedal, you know, a good 3, 4, 5 times, then tighten the bleeder screw and then pump up the clutch again. So essentially what this is doing is it's not allowing any air to go back in because it's submerged in fluid, but it's allowing the air to escape that comes out of the system. So I think out of all the methods I've tried so far, this one seems the most likely to work. So hopefully, fingers crossed. There we go. Oh yeah, it's definitely a lot of air in this thing. See all the air bubbles. Alright guys, well after a long time, that's what we ended up with. I had to shorten that quite a bit because it was too long of a hose. It's too far for the air to travel to get out, but basically filled up that whole jar, bleeding it. So yeah, it feels pretty good now. All that brake fluid is good, so I'm gonna get it out of there, put it back in the bottle. But man, what a freaking one-man long process. Alright guys, well I think we are bled. I'm gonna pull this thing out of the garage so I can spray this area down, as I definitely sprayed brake fluid where I had the reservoir open and was just splashing everywhere. So I used that as I was going to kind of splash things down, but I need to actually properly wash it. So let's get it on the ground, torque the wheels up, and back it out of the garage. Alright guys, let's fire this thing up. Oh, that was a lot of clutch bleeding. And I hope this thing is good. Okay, well, start it up. Also got a new tune from Josh, I forgot. Alright you guys, it's all sparkled up. I mean, it's definitely a 10-footer, but it's pretty clean. The wheels make a big difference. Probably the biggest difference, just having those chrome rings pop out, but at least it's just a clean slate. Definitely want to polish this one up once we figure out what we're going to do with the clear coat on the bumpers. But yeah, I mean, it cleans up fine. Doesn't really have any, you know, terrible spots on it or anything besides just a clear coat on the bumpers and on the little lip spoiler right here. But overall, in really good shape. So I forgot to check. I was gonna check the shift linkage bolts and the engine mount bolts just to bolt check things, but they feel fine, so I forgot to do it. Oh well, I'll check it next time I have it up in the air. But I need to drive it obviously a few more times. Got to earn the trust back with the clutch system and see if I've got it bled properly, because man, that took a long time. And that's just how it goes, I guess, with these, because Silver Car was the exact same way. It took us probably 5 times to bleed it, and kind of driving it, bleeding it, driving it, bleeding it. So we'll see if this time around, I think this is my 3rd time, so hopefully it's the charm. But yeah, that's where we're at. All right, well for now, I'm moving this thing back in the garage, and hopefully in the next day or so I'll be able to take it to work and start to get a feel for it. on some daily drives. Oh yeah, gotta upload the tune. Keep forgetting. Alright you guys, we are back with Mars Red here, and a few little things I want to do before we close out this video. I'm going to jack it up right now. I'm going to loosen up one of the wheels because I'm curious. I haven't test fit the Supra front wheels on either of the C55s. I think I test fit them on the CLK when I first got them, and I couldn't quite tell how they would poke, and I didn't have slabs of wood to set it down. So I'm going to try to test fit those just out of curiosity. But the main reason I want to lift it up is because I want to bolt check underneath. I'm going to bolt check the Creative Steel engine mounts, even though I'm sure they're still tight. But mainly I want to bolt check the shift linkage and make sure nothing has come loose. And then I need to take it out on a test drive tonight to make sure the clutch feels good, is bled, is not going to go unbled again and do something weird. So we'll do that right now. If it's all good, then I'm going to start driving it to work this week, and that'll kind of help me put it through its paces and see if there's anything else I need to pay attention to. So big things on order will be trying to figure out headlight wiring. I have a buddy looking into that for me. Shout out to Kyle. And trying to figure out if we can buy the headlight wiring itself, or if I just need to pull them apart and resolder everything, like rewire everything myself. So if we can get a wiring harness, that would be great. Then I don't have to do that, save some time. And if not, then we'll figure it out, or I'll get some aftermarket assemblies or used assemblies. So let's get into it real quick. All right, you guys, nothing changed for you, but I went underneath, double checked the bolts. Engine bolts were totally tight. Shift linkage was totally tight. I added some silicone at the bottom of the Kangaroo Steam shifter. And then I also added a little bit more sound deadening underneath our little trim panel right there. So still on the lookout for that wider base shifter trim, but it does for now. It's just a little difficult to get it over all the way to reverse because it hits on the oval in that shift cutout. But anyways, something fun to try before we go take it on a drive real quick is throwing on our Supra wheels. So let me give it a shot and see how they look like they might fit. So guys, didn't think I was gonna be this tempted, but these actually look pretty good. And they clear. I'm on a 10 mil space right now. Shout out to Motorsport Hardware, the only people that make these, I'm pretty sure. This is a 12 by 1.5 thread with a R14 ball seat, which these are R14, so you need that. But yeah, we got probably a finger of clearance behind with the strut, and poke is there, but it's honestly not that bad. And when if the car was actually on the ground all the way, I feel like it might tuck in, and I don't think it would be a problem anyways, because on stock ride height. Yo, this is actually tempting. I had another wheel that I might be picking up this weekend, another set of wheels that I was planning on throwing on this thing. But man, I might have to give this a second thought. So let me know what you guys think. There's a few looks for you. That right there, it looks like, I mean, it's close. It might poke a millimeter or two, maybe like 3 to 5 mil at the most. But whew, if anything, I was actually going to sell these this week, this set, because I was like, they're not working on the CLK, didn't know what I want to do. But if anything, I might throw these on the silver C55, and that way I can try the 18x9s that are on the C55 on the CLK. These wheels I'll most likely be selling. I am going to pick up the wheels that I want to this weekend, because with that I could basically pick those up and sell these for the same amount what I buy those for. So the other wheels I'm going to look or potentially pick up look really good on these specifically. I think you guys will agree, especially on this color. But still, this is an unexpected surprise. So pretty cool. I got these things for, I can't remember what I paid for the set, like 250 bucks. Crazy. They're like brand new. So MK5 Supra wheels. They're 10s in the back and 9s in the front. They're 19 by 9 ET32 and a 19 by 10 ET30 in the rear. So I've already test fit the rears on the silver C55. They clear. I was trying them with a 15 mil spacer and they were, I think a 10 mil would be a little better, but they cleared. So the front was what I was curious about, and this kind of answers some of those questions. I could probably do a 5 mil spacer up here realistically. With the finger clearance I have, I can fit a whole finger in there. So my finger is larger than a 10 mil spacer. My finger is probably like a 13, 14 mil top to bottom right there. Maybe 15. So I know I could fit a 5 mil. And we'd still have room back here. So, yo, we might be onto something. Now, the second part I would like you guys to help me answer is, if I was going to throw these on, what color should we do? Should I throw them silver, do all black, keep them as the OEM, duotone? What do you guys think? Like, this is definitely a weird style Toyota came up with, but they do kind of catch your eye. They're unique, but still, I think one color would look better. Black is obviously the easy choice because you can literally just spray the front and it'll be good. Silver will be a little more in depth. Some people strip them to make them chrome, or not chrome, but like that's basically what they are. They're chrome plated. Or polished aluminum, whatever it is. But if you strip the black off, you can get to that bare finish and then polish them up to make them polished. Those would look absolutely amazing, I think. I don't know if I'm getting older, but a polished wheel like that I think would look good. Just that's a lot of time to commit to that process, and it would be it would take a lot because you have to do the barrels to get it like all the way right, or mask off the barrels and keep them black and just do the faces in polish. But very tempting, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm curious what you guys will say about this. But yeah, let's move on. I gotta get the real wheel back on for now and go take this thing for a quick drive. Well, it's late. I'm not gonna go for a drive right now because I got work in the morning and don't feel like anything silly happening, just in case. So I'll have to test this after I get back home from work tomorrow. I gotta get trust in the clutch being bled before I start to try to daily or anything like that. So yeah, this will have to wait. So I'll catch you guys in a little while. All right, you guys, the next day I'm with my son and we are gonna go take this thing for a test drive, test out the new fixes, and bring Bluey, Yoshi, and Spider-Man with us.
Not Ring.
Ring? I said bring.
Oh.
Alright, let's go. Test out this clutch. Alright guys, well, I spent a good while yesterday just feeling out the clutch sitting out here, so let's hope we got it bled properly.
Yoshi?
Only way to really know though is to drive it.
Spider-Man, ready to go there?
Y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
And Spider-Man and Yoshi.
Still didn't do the new tune, which I will.
Ready to go. Yeah.
You know what I love about having a stock C55 now is heated seats again. Also the shifter, I put silicone all around the bottom of the shifter, like where it connects, so I think it sealed in a lot of the noise from the trans, and then I also put some more sound deadening foam, so it's a lot quieter than it was and a little nicer. So see how it does. Yep. Thing needs a brake job desperately. Clutch feels pretty good. About seeing if it stays that way.
Wasn't that fun? Really? Yes, it was. Yoshi wants to sit with me. Yoshi wants to sit with me.
Alright, you guys, we just made it to the store. I think we might need to bleed this thing again. It's hard to show you guys, but it's doing that same thing. Like the first quarter of the pedal, sometimes it'll spring back up, sometimes it'll just kind of stay where it's at. That lady just hit my mirror. So I don't know. These things are tricky, guys. These freaking throwout bearings are weird, but what can I do besides keep bleeding it, keep trying it, make sure it's good. It feels okay, it drives okay. There was a little bit of a weird shift from 2 to 3. You guys saw when I got on it a little bit, but just more trial and error, experimentation, see if we can get it dialed in. All right, you guys, made it back home. Honestly, the clutch felt great driving back home, so I don't know, I think it's going to take a couple cycles of just getting it nice and warm and really driving it, and that will, you know, let me work it through its paces and see how much more we need to do. I'll catch you guys a little while later in the garage. All right, you guys, a little while later in the evening, and I think it's about time we wrap things up with this video. We threw all kinds of things in here. I feel like we did a lot since I started this video and filming whatever we threw in here. Checking out some wheels, got some new tires for the rear, got to put it through a bit of pace, you know, drives with the family, almost left us stranded, fixed the bleed issue with the clutch. For now, I'll keep you posted on that, but I think it's okay. I'm gonna keep driving it this week to work and just kind of put it through its paces to check what else needs to get addressed. That's how it goes after you do a big swap on any car like this, and especially it's still a car that I really don't know, so it takes time to see what it may need. That said, I think you guys are gonna like the wheels that I'm picking up for it this weekend, and I'm very curious to hear you guys' thoughts on the Supra wheel setup, if you'd be at all interested in me running that on this car or maybe the silver car. I do have some pieces I've been collecting for the LSD swap, by the way, in the silver car. Some axle boots and differential seals and whatnot, so collecting parts in the background. I need to get organized again. I kind of like just threw everything off once we finished the swap, and now it's time to organize again because it is an absolute tornado over here. So that is for another time. Tonight I'll be editing this video you guys are watching and trying to get some rest. I've been pulling some late nighters lately, so I will catch you on Friday for Friday's video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's, and enjoy the rest of your week. Peace. Thank you.